Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to go on vacation. So I'm now going on my spring break and I'm going to show you the RC part of it. So this break is going to be loaded with lots of fun stuff. We're going to go to the beach, we're going to drive up long fallen trees that are like 400 feet long, and also we might go to a main hobbies. So it's going to be a lot of fun, and this is right now day 1, and today we are going to go to the beach. So I'm going to do that with my very trusty brown bear, my first RC car, and one of my very favorites. It's an awesome car, and I'm just going to quickly go over the upgrades that it already has on it before we get into it. So, it has LGRP claw hammer tires, and holding them on, we have the Endura 1-inch aluminum beadlock wheels, and nothing has been done to the axles. And same here in the front, we just have an upgraded Traxxas steering servo. And I also put some extra lights, so these little ones here work at the bottom, the light bar works, and these also work. And then inside is where we have a lot of upgrades. So I have the FuriTech Unity Pro for the TRX4m in there, with a Spectrum 3-channel receiver to hook up to my DX Plus. And we also have Met Brass Endura links, high clearance, which makes it better, and also we used to have axle extensions, but I took those off. We were way too wide. So let's get into it and head to the beach. Guys, it is day 2, and today we do not have a lot of stuff going on. I'm just going to drive with some Easter eggs around my campsite, which is really nicely laid out. It has some nice wooden beams where I can drive over, and we're going to see if I can do it without rolling over. Fingers crossed. Because the Easter eggs and chocolates will be nice and heavy, so we're really going to test the limits of this car on some pieces of wood. So, let's get into it. Guys, it is day 3, and now we are here on the world's longest fallen redwood tree, and we are going to drive the length of it as much as we can. So, let's get started. guys, it is day 5. This trip is flying by, and today I am really excited because now we're going to A Main Hobbies and their location in like Northern California a little bit by Chico. So I'm excited to go there. I'm not sure if I'm really allowed to film in there, so you're not going to get a lot of footage from there, but I'll try to get a little bit of what they have. And I will put the link in the description where their website is, and so you can read a little bit about them, because they're a very interesting place and have many very cool things to offer, and I would highly recommend going to one of their shops. Even though I have not been there yet, I've heard great stuff about it, so I'm excited. So let's go. So guys, it is now the end of day 5, and this has been a great vacation, and I'm sad that it's already over. But I have to sadly go back home, but luckily there's some great videos coming up from back home, which I already have planned, so I'm also a little bit excited to go back home. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the comments. And remember, I will put a link to A-Main Hobbies website in the description. And for my trip, I would also like to give a big thank you to California State Parks and National Parks, because they've been a great help on giving me some great places to drive. So I highly recommend you go camping in one of their campsites, or just go visit a national park or get a pass. It's a great thing to do. I will also link their website in the description down below. And also, I know you guys might be wondering why all of the different days have all started here. It's just because it's very difficult to film here, so I wanted to do it once and get it over with. So, guys, I wanted to tell you, thanks for watching. If you haven't done so, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!